What is up, everybody? I hope you all are having a fantastic Thursday afternoon. As always, thank you for joining. All right, let's get into it. Let's do a bit of a damage assessment here. Now that we've got some data rolling in, we can kind of take a look at the overall markets and see just how bad it is. I'll tell you, we're not looking good right now, but I do think there is hope. I have found a light at the end of the tunnel, and if the markets haven't completely sold off since I started prepping for the show, we might still be in a good place. Here's a quick look at Tesla stock right now. Obviously, reaping the whirlwind of Elon Musk. So, yeah. Killing his company alongside the crypto market. Way to go, fella. Way to go. Let's take a quick look at the overall markets here. A macro look, if you will. We're sitting at $2.2 trillion right now. We're still holding strong above $2 trillion. That's encouraging. Bitcoin dominance down to 41%. ETH dominance still sitting at 19%. Gas prices have come down. Bitcoin currently sitting below 50,000, sitting at $48,763, down 11% right now. Ethereum sitting at $3,715, down 10%, finally falling below that 4,000 mark. Binance Coin falling below 600, down 11% on the day. Cardano bucking the trend, up 9.7% right now at $1.87. There's a lot of belief out there right now, unsubstantiated belief, but there's a lot of people that believe that Tesla's going to start buying Cardano now because it's environmentally friendly. I, for one, will not be FOMOing into Cardano over just the idea that Tesla's going to be buying Cardano. So don't go buying the top, is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're seeing this and you're feeling it, don't try to resist. Try to resist. There's going to be a lot of that over the next few days. Dogecoin down 13%, XRP down 9%, Polkadot up half a point. Kind of seeing the same thing with Polkadot too. There's a lot of people that think, oh, well, if Tesla's not buying Bitcoin, they're definitely going to be buying Polkadot. Guys, stop putting your hopes into Tesla. Elon Musk is not our savior. He has proven that time and time again. Bitcoin Cash down 15% on the day. Let's jump into our headlines here. You know what they're going to be. Crypto market tumbles after Tesla halts Bitcoin payments. Bitcoin plunges as Tesla halts Bitcoin payments over environmental concerns. Bitcoin dropped below $50,000 as $2 billion in crypto long positions were liquidated. Also, this does not help our case, right? When we're so over-leveraged. And we get news like the Black Swan event that we saw yesterday. What I am dubbing the double turbo rug pull that was yesterday's crypto markets. Being over leveraged like this certainly does not help our case, does it? It just accelerates the loss to the downside, unfortunately. So yeah, those are the headlines right now. Here's some great, we got some great tweets here from some of our crypto OGs, what their thoughts are on what's happening. Russell Okung says he wouldn't buy Tesla with Bitcoin anyway. I think we can all agree with that. Aubrey Strobel, gotta love due diligence process over at Tesla. Elon and Tesla performed less due diligence by buying $1 billion of Bitcoin than I do on my average shitcoin trade, says Rob Paone. Right? What changed? And they're documenting the exchange between Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk there. I don't know why these tweets aren't loading. That's ridiculous. I gotta get a better streaming platform. If you guys know a better streaming platform than OBS, throw it in the chat. Let me know. OBS is really... oh, it's just hell on your computer. Absolute hell. Did they research or are they just bowing to vaguely misinformed public pressure? Says Matt Carollo. So yeah, this was supposed to be far more entertaining, but the page just isn't even loading. So this is fun. Anyway, let's close this out and let's actually dig into the charts here. What we're really interested in. So here's the 5-minute. We're looking at Bitcoin here. You can see as I started prepping for the show, we began dumping again. This was our double turbo rug pull yesterday. We tried to recover. We consolidated most of the night. European and Asian markets came in and started buying for us to get us back up. And as always, now that we are in the lunchtime the lunchtime dip, as it's known in the stock market. You can see crypto markets are also being dragged down as well. And you'll see the same thing right now across all the charts. We're just dumping pretty hard. But the encouraging thing that I think we all need to be paying attention to, as always, is we got to go out to our 4-hour chart. We got to really take a look at this, and on the macro scale of things, right? That's really what we've got to be looking at. So if we back out to our 4-hour chart here, you can see, we have put in a lower high. We have put in a lower low. We are on a confirmed downtrend with Bitcoin. There is no denying it. The markets we are now in a bear market. From a pure technical point of view, following just the technicals alone, we are officially in a bear market. You can see it. There's your lower high, and there's your lower low. That's a bear market, guys. It's unfortunate, but here we are. So what do we do? Now, what do we do? What is the plan? What do we think is going to happen? Well, there's a couple things that could happen, right? We could, if we continue on the downtrend here, what we could do is we could come all the way down to our previous high, which was right here. This looks like it's going to be a good area, a good floor right around 41,000. Boy, I know it's ugly. No one wants to hear it. 41,000 looks like it could be the target for Bitcoin. That's what the technicals are showing us. But that's only Bitcoin, right? We know that Bitcoin dominance has been dropping. We know that we've been in alt season now for about 2 months. So if we hop over here and let's take a look at ETH. Let's see what ETH's doing, because ETH has really been the crypto that's been driving the markets for past couple weeks, right? So I think if we're wanting to get a real judge of what's happening with the market right now, because let's face it, Elon gave us a black swan event yesterday with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's probably toast for a few months here until we see something different. But I don't know if that necessarily translates to the rest of the crypto market going into a bear market, because if we look at ETH, yes, we are on a downtrend. Yes, we have put in, this was our black swan event yesterday where we dumped. But look at where we were at right before that happened. ETH had just smashed all-time highs. ETH had hit $4,395 at all-time highs, right? And yeah, we dumped. This was the Elon news, and we've tried to recover. We did see a bear trap, or a bull trap right here, where people did try to come in and try to buy the dip, and we've dumped again. We have not come down. We have not put in a lower low from where we dumped yesterday. ETH is still holding strong around this $3,600 level, which is a fantastic floor. If we put in, let's grab ourselves a floor here. We go in, we put our floor in. Look at that. What a fantastic place to bounce. We have got just an incredible amount of accumulation right here in this range, right? We were here for quite some time. So there's a lot of support there. A lot of support. So, if we're taking a look at ETH and we're trying to figure out what the next move for Ethereum could be, it's possible that we could see, we could come down again, we could retest this, and we could see ETH move kind of this sideways motion for a while, right? Because what's happened with ETH over the past couple weeks is, ETH has kind of shown its hand, right? ETH has kind of been on this incredible move. So it would not be out of the question right now to see ETH just kind of move into this consolidation pattern and move sideways and kind of get used to its new price discovery, right? This new range that ETH finds itself in. And if that happens, you've got to assume that the money that has flown into ETH over the past couple weeks is going to come out of ETH and most likely going to flood into some lower cap, some lower market cap coins out there. For example, we're seeing a lot of the money flow into Cardano. We're seeing a lot of the money flow into Polkadot. So those might be the next two that might decide to run here and go into all-time highs and buck the trend of the overall market correction. Me personally, I'm staying on the Binance Smart Chain. I love BNB. I love my cake. I love being a liquidity provider over there. I'm not worried about this at all. I think that the fundamentals on the Binance side are still strong. Nothing has changed, for us. The only thing that's really changed over the past 48 hours are the fundamentals, or is the fundamental case for Bitcoin. That's the only thing that's changed, right? Because Elon rug pulled all the Bitcoin maxis is what's really happened here. But again, I think this just simply triggers an even crazier alt season, right? Is kind of what I think all this is leading to. I don't think people are going to flood out of crypto just because Elon Musk decided to no longer accept Bitcoin as payment for his Teslas. I think most all the fundamentals are still in place for every other coin out there, and yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think this is the end of the bull run at all. I think Bitcoin is in a bad way right now and is going to be, and that could have a short-term effect on the market, right? Basically, any coin that's not pumping right now is probably gonna suffer some short-term pain until people start pushing money into it, right? And that does not exclude BNB or Cake or some of my other favorites. I think we are definitely in for some short-term pain. And if we hop over here to BNB, taking a look at its 4-hour chart, let me clean this up a little bit so we can see what we're looking at, for crying out loud. But if we come over here to BNB, zoomed out to the 4-hour chart, look at this. Look at this. This gives me hope because we have not, look, I mean, for crying out loud, BNB has just been on an absolute tear. We are still in an absolutely beautiful uptrend here. Look at that. Yeah, it looks like we might have wicked below a little bit here in our Black Swan event. But at the end of the day, we have not put in any lower lows, right? You could argue we did come a little bit below this little flash crash here, but so what? No big deal. We have not put in a lower low. We in this correction that we're seeing right now, we've not put in a lower high yet. That's to be seen. But yeah, I am not bearish on BNB whatsoever, and that goes for everything on the Binance Smart Chain. You're going to see this exact same pattern with Cake, Bake, and everything else that's on the BSC. We have not put in any lower lows or lower highs, on the macro scale here. Overall, we are still looking fantastic. Fundamentals are still fantastic. I'm going to skip Cake and Bake because, again, those were basically the same charts as BNB. Let's come on down to Harmony. I think Harmony could definitely be a benefactor of what we're going to see over the next couple weeks here as people kind of shuffle their money around between altcoins that are pumping. Harmony is a smart contract blockchain. Has zero gas fees. It's a proof of stake network, much like Cardano and Polkadot. And it's only trading at around, 10 cents right now? So a lot of upside for Harmony. They've got a great community. I think this blockchain's got a very bright future ahead of it. And you can see we're pretty far off our all-time highs here. I've always said Harmony is a sleeping giant. A lot of room to the upside. I mean, hell, if it just were to go back to its all-time highs, you'd be looking at like a 60% gain just on that trade alone. But again, like I said, for pretty much every coin out there, we are in for some short-term pain here, just until the money starts to move around and until it starts to come back in. I definitely think we had a lot of scared money yesterday that tethered up. I think we had a lot of people go into stable coins yesterday as the market completely corrected. But I don't think the money's left the market. I think the money will be back. People are just terrified right now because Papa Elon decided to shit on all of us. XRP, I think you're gonna. I can make the exact same bull case for XRP that I just made for Harmony. Right? I think it's gonna be a huge benefactor. It's a proof of stake network, so it's environmentally friendly since that's a thing now. You can see XRP is still on a beautiful uptrend from what we've been doing lately. We've actually been forming this little forming this little wedge here, which is always bullish, right? plop our little trend lines in. You see we did kind of wick below the trend here with our black swan, but you can see we've kind of been in this little pendant formation for the past month or so. So still very bullish on XRP too. And again, just like with Harmony, I think it's going to be a great benefactor of the money kind of flowing out of Ethereum, flowing out of Bitcoin, and going into the rest of these altcoins for people looking to make good trades. You know, as the market begins to move sideways here, as we get all this fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or FUD as it's known. Come over here to Dogecoin. Look at what the Doge is up to. The Doge did fall below a pretty important resistance level, or support level, I should say. Chat is quiet, guys. If you're watching the show, if you're enjoying the content, if there's something a chart you want to look at, if there's something you're concerned about, do not be afraid to throw it in the chat. Interact. I want this to be a very interactive show, right? Want to be able to communicate with you guys, discuss what you guys are thinking, what you're feeling right now. A lot of fear out there for sure. I know there's a lot of people watching their portfolios bleed out right now, not knowing what the hell's going on. Especially for those of you that aren't American, right? This has to just be awful. Like, why does Elon Musk have to affect your wallets? You've got to be asking yourself, what the hell does Elon Musk have to do with crypto in your country? And the answer is absolutely nothing. The answer is nothing. Americans can be absolutely stupid sometimes. Spark Point also just got hammered, but caught a nice little bounce off of a previous trend line I'd drawn here. We'll see if that can hold. Let's take a quick look at the S&P, find out how bad it is for their market. You can see that stock market's actually up a little bit today. They have still put in a series of lower highs and lower lows, so the S&P 500 is still on a clear downtrend, as we can see. But trying to claw its way back, this is a day where the S&P is actually outperforming crypto. Oh, look at this. This is your NASDAQ. Absolutely rolled over. That is a camel hump. That is a textbook camel hump, guys. Oh my god. If you're holding anything tech heavy in the stock market, you should have gotten out 2 days ago when I was screaming that this is the end of the stock market. And here we are. But yeah, you've got to get out of the stock market. This is bad. This is bad. I think we're on the verge of the nastiest stock market correction that we've ever seen in the history of the United States. And I absolutely believe that it's going to have a detrimental impact on the crypto markets. But as we've said before, even though the stock market is going to crash and we are going to see the biggest economic disaster we've ever seen, I firmly believe that the crypto markets, though they will go down right alongside the S&P, I do believe that they will recover far quicker and far better than stocks. GameStop is actually up today. Look at that, up 6% on the day. Coinbase obviously down. MicroStrategy we will still be doing a show at 4. MicroStrategy actually bought like another $15 billion worth of Bitcoin today, as really just a middle finger to Elon is really what it was in my opinion. Tesla down, my goodness, 3% on the day. Riot down 17%. Good lord. Marathon down 15%. Guys, this is blood. This is an absolute sea of red. All right, that's all I got. Unless you guys have any questions or anything else you want to look at, anything you want to go over, let me know. Otherwise, we'll call it here. Like I said, we will still be going live with the news at 4 o'clock, where we'll have all the headlines. We'll do some more charting, take a look at the data as it rolls in. We'll get market sentiment analysis going, and do all the stuff we usually do on the 4 o'clock show. Figured we'd just do an early one today and kind of go over recent events and where we're at in the market. All right, chat is quiet, so we'll call that a good place to end it. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and as always, catch you later.